Hey guys, it's Lennon. We're back on another ranking video. And today, because of Evil Dead Burn, I'll be ranking all 6 of the Evil Dead movies. Worst to best. And no, there's not even a worst Evil Dead movie. All of them are great. All of them are 5 stars. So, let's start with the ranking. Coming in number 6. And I'm not even gonna say this is in last place. We got Army of Darkness. And no, I know that most of y'all will not put this in the bottom of your list. And I get that. I still think this is a funny movie. Do not get me wrong. As Ash was a handsome, shotgun-toting, chainsaw-armed department store clerk. He went backwards to England's Dark Age, romancing beauty and faces legends of the undead. And then having all sword and sorcery movies, parodies, while also being number 5 in the Sam Raimi ranking video. This is still a hardware heavy genre that I've ever seen. On top of it until the Scream scenes delight. This is still an entertaining and ingenious, resourceful movie. So coming in number 6, Army of Darkness, still with 5 stars. And this is the franchise, none of the movies in the franchise is any lower. I'm saying it right now. Coming in number 5, we got the original Evil Dead. And I know a lot of y'all will not put this that low either. Which I also get why. I still think this is a really gross movie. Despite its NC-17 rating. As it's having a group of college students find the Summarine Book of the Dead in the old wilderness cabin called the Necronomicon that was rented for a weekend getaway. And it's unquestionably an instant classic. And seeing all that stop motion happening in the end of the movie, how gross. Number 5, Evil Dead. The original. We'll feast on this because coming in number 4, we got the Evil Dead remake. So we got a girl named Mia who is a drug addict. So she's addicted to drugs. And she's determined to kick the habit. She asked her brother David, his girlfriend, Natalie, and their friends Olivia and Eric to accompany her for their family's remote forest cabin and help her through withdrawal. And we get Eric that finds the Necronomicon, which is the Book of the Dead, at the cabin, reads aloud from it, waking up all the demons, and then get hell breaking loose, possessing Mia. And this is the most terrifying film you might experience. Like, one of them in the franchise. I even think that ending sequence of the movie was crazy. And this is a truly beautiful love letter to the original Evil Dead. So, coming in number 4, we got Evil Dead, the remake. Coming in number 3, we got Evil Dead Rise. As a reunion between two estranged sisters gets cut short by the rise of flesh-possessed demons, thrusting them into a primal battle of survival as they face the most nightmarish version of their mother. Which, yeah, the brother was the DJ who played 2 discs that wakes the demons up. And compared to all the other horror films that came out in 2023, this is actually the most satisfying of the year. And I do highly suggest y'all seek this out if you want to get ready for Evil Dead Bird after you watch the first Evil Dead remake. So, number 3, Rise. Coming in number 2, we got Evil Dead Burn. So we got the woman who ends up losing her husband and then seeks solace with her in-laws as one by one transform into dead sites. She ends up discovering the vows she took in life, surviving even in death. And as the most recent Evil Dead movie, being the deepest and most brutal, interesting, and gory out of all the movies this year. As this is my second favorite horror film of 2026. First favorite if I was to exclude Obsession. Because if y'all have, just saying right now, if y'all haven't watched Obsession, watch that movie. But going back to the Evil Dead Burn, this movie has great cameras that the work really set it apart from most horror films that I've seen. Anything you can imagine to make a perfect horror movie, you'll see it on this movie. You'll see everything that you need for a perfect horror movie. Over the top gore, which is expected from an Evil Dead film. That looks like the director that Sam Raimi hired did it true to the series, adding that charm and humor as a counterbalance. If you are an Evil Dead fan, if you want to go out and watch this in theaters, do not miss this. It's even worth skipping Moana, the remake Moana, which I'll review later this week. But, as this is my second favorite movie of this year, but coming in number 1. We got Evil Dead 2 not only as the best movie from the franchise, but it's also Sam Raimi's best movie he directed. And yes, I'm even putting this above Spider-Man 2. Which Spider-Man 2 is one of my top tier comic movies. But going back on Evil Dead 2, we got Ash and his girlfriend Linda that find a log cabin in the woods with a voice recording from an angelologist who had recorded himself reciting ancient chants from the Book of the Dead, also known as the Necronomicon, which they play the recording, unleashing that evil power, and then took over Linda's body. And this is just thanks to Sam Raimi's interview style and Bruce Campbell's historical performance, growing the horror comedy genre into a legitimate genre. And therefore, this is the top tier. This is my top number 1. Not only in the franchise, but also compared to all of Sam Raimi's movies currently. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do not skip Evil Dead Burn. As a matter of fact, don't skip any Evil Dead movies. And I'll see y'all in the next video.